Let's press forward, brother. Chapter 6 takes us into the battle over time itself, one of the enemy's most effective and overlooked weapons. Chapter 6, Who Changed the Calendar? The War on Time, Prophecy, and God's Rhythm. This chapter opens the door to something most believers have never questioned, the calendar. Not just what day it is, but whose time we're on. Because as the chapter explains, Yahweh has his own calendar, and the world replaced it with Rome's version. And once you change the calendar, you can hide prophecy, confuse appointed times, and disconnect people from the rhythm of the kingdom. The biblical calendar. Yahweh's timekeeping begins in Genesis 1:14. Let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons, and for days and years. That word moedim means appointed times, feasts, Sabbaths, holy days. In other words, the sun, moon, and stars were created to help us stay in sync with God's schedule, not man's. The biblical calendar begins in the spring, not winter, Exodus 12:2, counts months by new moons, sets feasts and Sabbaths by lunar cycles, is tightly woven into prophecy and redemption. Rome's calendar takeover, enter Julius Caesar and later Pope Gregory XIII, who finalized what we now call the Gregorian calendar, 12 fixed months, a January 1st new year, and no connection to new moons or biblical feasts. And what's the result? We celebrate the wrong holidays, we follow a false rhythm, we lose sight of prophetic timing. When prophecy says something will happen in the middle of the week or on the appointed day, it doesn't mean Tuesday on your desk calendar, it means Yahweh's holy time. So when we're on the wrong calendar, we're out of sync with heaven, and we don't even realize it. Prophecy disguised by time manipulation. This is where it gets even deeper. The scroll explains how time manipulation affects our understanding of end times prophecy. For example, if the Sabbath was changed, then the timing of the abomination of desolation could be misunderstood. If the feasts were replaced, we miss their prophetic parallels, like Yeshua dying on Passover, rising on first fruits, and sending the Spirit on Shavuot. Let me close out chapter 6 properly with that final moment. What would Yeshua say? Chapter 6, the war on time. My people have been walking through time without a map. The days pass, but they no longer rest when I rested. They feast when I never called for it, and they forget my appointed times. But I have not forgotten them. I told you the signs would be in the sun, moon, and stars, not in man's calendar. I told you to remember the Sabbath, not because I needed rest, but because you did. I gave you the rhythm of heaven, not the ticking of Rome's clock. Do not be afraid to return. I have not moved. My feasts still stand. My Sabbath still sings. My timing is perfect, and you can walk in it again. It is not bondage. It is the beat of my heart. Come out of Babylon's schedule. Walk with me in my time. The kingdom is not far off. The hour is closer than you think. Let me know when you're ready for chapter 7. This next one restores the true name of the movement Yeshua led and why Christianity isn't what his disciples called it.